all the way from Vancouver, and it's Grampo. And you are doing many years of HiveFest. I know many of the projects you did, but what I didn't know, and again I squeezed it a little bit out of him, he is a sports fisherman, and he showed me pictures of fishes. They were huge. He can
Thank
feed
you.
he can feed his family for ages probably with this fish if he found a freezer. And we are looking forward to your speech. Thank you for supporting Hive all that years. Thank you for doing all the projects, your tokens, your whatever. And you have some new stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's your stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Dletov, for your kind introduction. But before we start, I also want to extend thanks to Starkeys, because if it weren't for him, I actually don't see. He's probably running. Oh, yes. Thank you so much for organizing this HiveFest. We really appreciate the work that you've done. Thank you for bringing us to this sunny Rosarito, even though some travel plans took quite a bit of effort. But thank you. And Hive have a very special place in my heart. I really enjoyed this HiveFest because through all my years of corporate, expos and conferences, you don't get that spirit of shared success. Like we all wish success to each other because if you're successful, my project is successful. Today I want to present you something new, new functionality, and hopefully entirely new dimension for Hive. I will be talking about social shopping on Hive. And while the presentation that I'm going to give is mostly going to be about conceptual level, I want to note right away that all of that functionality is available today for all Hivers. And yes, we're talking about launching shops on Hive. So any Hive user can now launch easily a shop. Okay, I need to. Okay, so we will be talking about kind of shops where you don't need to run the inventory. Okay, you don't need to process credit cards. You don't need to answer customer support requests. The only responsibility that you have is to pick the products that you want to show in your shop. So basically, you're only putting products on the shelf. So how many of you are familiar with affiliate marketing? Okay, just a few words. Basically, you're running the shop, you're recommending products, but the fulfillment is processed by major suppliers. It can be smaller shop, obviously, but Amazon, Walmart, any other. So you go register with them, you receive affiliate code, which you just go into your profile on Hive and you enter into your settings, so that basically any references that you're making to shop to any products from your posts, from your comments, from the shop itself, that will automatically include these codes. So that is, you do it once, it is very transparent. Okay, the only thing you need to do to add a product to your shop is basically like it. You heart it. You just find it on Hive Blockchain, you select it, and it appears in your shop. That's really how simple that is. But it doesn't stop here. You can actually elevate your shop to an entirely new stage, and you can create an entire website out of your profile shop. Here you just add some colors, you add banner, you can have a very graphical shelves for your store. You can have wiki style pages to basically augment your shop with information on the topic. And you also have the opportunity to do news feeds. News feeds, you basically customize a feed using all the news that are published on the Hive blockchain and that relate to the topic of your shop. And you can have an interactive feed. So your site is not just a brochure with a list of products. Your site is actually very social, very active, and filled with the actual audience. Oh. Okay. I still can't figure out the clicker. Okay, the shop comes with multiple revenue sources right away. So when you launch your own website, it actually comes, the first one we've discussed, which is affiliate. So if you recommend products to people and they actually complete the purchase, you receive a commission directly from the supplier. But there are other revenue sources. First is, the second one would be advertising. So in fact, we made it so easy that you can go and register with Google AdSense, which is one of the largest advertising networks. You take the code, you put it into the settings on your website, and then you just select how aggressive you want to show advertising. And basically, that's it. Because the whole website is based off Hive, and you're getting access to all of the user profiles, you're getting access to all of the wallets, profiles, everything, so that users can just come to your website and use it as a completely front end to the entire Hive. And if they're posting through your site, you as the website owner also receiving beneficiary commissions. By default, it's 5% from author rewards. So it just comes as part of the package. The other important part are sponsored rewards. Sponsored rewards is basically when a merchant says, provides guaranteed rewards. So for example, if you share 2 photos of this product, like basically proof of sale and a review, so the merchant can offer like $5, $10 for that post. So you as the website owner actually distributing these rewards, but you also receive about 8% from all of the rewards that you're distributing. One word about affiliate marketing. Actually, it's a little bit more complicated on technical side, if any of you ever tried this. Like Amazon has actually 14 regional stores. And if you're not directing your buyers to the right store, you're actually losing commissions. So here, the only thing you do, you just basically get codes from different geographies, which you are primarily focused on. You enter them in the settings, and the system automatically redirects your users, your visitors. So if a visitor comes from Canada, they're being forwarded to Amazon.ca. If they're coming from United States, it's .com, and so forth. So it's really easy. And if any of you ever dealt with Amazon, they also have some tricks. Basically, if you don't generate enough sales in 6 months, they actually can cancel your code. They will give you happily new one. But now, if you're running like YouTube channel or anything, now you have to go to your archive and change all of the links to all the products that you ever referenced. So here on Hive, you don't need to do this. You just come and change your code to the new one. All your backlinks, all your future links will automatically include the new code. So that's how simple it is to create your own website, full-featured with entire Hive functionality and with a wide selection of products. Now I want to take a minute and actually discuss behind the scenes what's going on. So basically, the way it works is a merchant can now place information about, publish information about their product directly onto the Hive blockchain. And from there, this information can appear on any number of shops by simply people referencing and saying, like, add it to my store. In 30 years of electronic commerce, if you look like how the coordination of product information is done between websites, it's actually, Excel is still a pretty common word. Excel spreadsheets, comma delimited formats, well, occasionally API, but API is notoriously difficult. So Hive can fundamentally change that. Because if a merchant needs to make a change to the product information, they just update one listing on Hive Blockchain, and it's automatically updated on all of the websites that reference that product. So no more Excel spreadsheets, no more APIs, just very simple, very transparent indexing process. The next one is even more important, and we're talking about social, a part of any shop. Is that, for example, I live in Canada, and we go to Costco quite a bit. And Costco is one of the major retailers, just in case you don't know. But in spite of all that traffic they're getting to their retail stores, if you go to their website, there are barely any user reviews there. And I found myself many times like, well, I have to jump and check reviews on Amazon. Maybe I'll come back, maybe not. If this is a problem for Costco, imagine how much of a problem that is for small shops. So what happens on Hive is entirely different. If a user comes to any of these stores that reference that product and makes a post about that product, that is posted on the blockchain. So now this post is connected to the product, and so all the other shops are immediately showing that product on their pages as well. So reviews are shared between all of the shops that reference that product. It's seamless. It's very simple. Just think about what happens today in the Web 2.0. Every shop is essentially an island, right? They're trying to do their own database of users. They're trying to collect and build their own database and knowledge base about products. And each of them starts to collect user reviews from zero, right? And they're competing with each other. They're making life difficult to each other. But essentially, all of them are just struggling and doing the same work over and over again. Hive has an entirely different paradigm. Because no matter how small is your shop, you have access to the entire database of all the Hive users. You have access to the entire knowledge base of all the products. You have access to all of the reviews that are already published on the blockchain. So you are launching a very sophisticated, advanced social site in an instant. And it can compete with very major brands easily with all of the functionality and depth of information and user engagement that you will have on your site. So in regular world, if you look at basically the current situation, Amazon, which achieved a huge economy of scale, dominates the market, dominates the number of reviews they have, everything. And all the other shops are just basically struggling at the, trying to build their audience, trying to build their knowledge base. Some of them are more successful than others. But with Web 3.0, the situation is entirely different. We can allow small shops to actually stack on top of each other. They build on top because they already have the information about products. They already have reviews. They share the user base. So instead of just being all of these small silos, through Hive, all of these shops can actually work together. I don't know if they will ever compete with Amazon, but decentralized technologies have a pretty interesting track record in that respect. So this is a quick summary on the conceptual level, what's going on. And in the next few slides, I want to show you actually screenshots of real shops that are already running of the Hive blockchain. So this is a camping site with nice categories. It's called camping.social.gifts. It's in the left corner. I understand it might not be visible from afar, but you can open it on your mobile phones. You can open it, it's mobile friendly. You can open it on desktop. So they're using beautiful pictures to basically provide information about over like 3,000 different products and items. It started with a very small initiative. My friend was basically avid camper, and I asked him, can you give me a camping checklist? Basically, what kind of products do I need to take with me, just not to forget to take when on a camping trip? And then it became more and more complicated, eventually like adding a lot of options for every single item, and that became the site. So this is how product pages look like on the site. They're quite advanced and pretty recognizable for most people who do shopping online. What I want to point out is that the product not only have a gallery, but it also has options. So basically different colors, different sizes. So it's all supported. The data schema that we're using on Hive is very advanced. Also, the beauty of Hive, because it's a social network, so now you can augment product listings with actually social postings. In this case, you can see how the product is being used, and you can record videos, you can repurpose some of the videos from other platforms that are specifically saying they want their email, like videos to be shared, like from YouTube, TikTok. But the point is, the customer comes to the product page, they see actually how the product can be used, can be maintained, how it compares to other products. And it won't be Hive without a vibrant social feed. So this feed is just compiled from all the posts that are mentioning camping, outdoor life, hiking, and other related tags. And you have a continuously updated stream of news so that your visitors to your shop immediately are immersed into a community. So it's not a dead brochure, it's actually a very vibrant community that they can interact with. So there are other examples of shops. This is a coffee shop. Tomorrow, there will be a presentation from Clean Girl about how the like behind the scenes process of building one of these shops. I strongly encourage you to listen to that presentation. But the point is, these projects looks great. They're very well architected. They're also designed for search engine optimization and all the other things. So, yeah, that's basically some of the screenshots, similar to give you like a flavor of how the design. These are all real screenshots from real products. Okay, I think potentially just in terms of user onboarding and everything, adding entirely new dimension to Hive, adding entirely new functionality such as shopping, I believe has a great potential. So it's open to all Hive users today. You can easily create a bookstore, you can create a custom store, you can be very basic about it, like just basically add products and they will be automatically arranged into categories, or you want to be very creative, you can, you want to build like wiki pages around it, you want to build catalog pages, shelves, it's all open, it's all available and easy to use. Thank you.
Now we have sound. That was quite interesting because this drives way more, let's say, normal businesses into the Hive audience. I guess some of you people might have some questions regarding this, hopefully. Who likes to open the next shop? What kind of shop do you like to do? And ask. Is there a, wait a second, there is a lovely man coming with a microphone to you.
Hi, so I built the Clean Girl shop and I'm going to be talking about it tomorrow, but I have a question. Do you think that in the future we are going to advance from just affiliate shops to even more advanced shops where we will have our own inventory, processing credit cards, things like that?
Of course. Today you can actually add a shop from, let's say, because most of shops would like to keep their processing of orders privately, okay? Because you don't want to disclose the shipping address for products and all of that stuff. So most of the fulfillment systems will probably continue to be on private solutions. So you can link today any private solution, like if you have a Shopify, you can easily just basically take your catalog, upload it to Hive, and basically reference it in your own shop. And the beauty here is that you can combine it with items that are not necessarily in your stock. Okay, so that yeah, you can probably offer access to some of the items that are in your stock, but then also augment it with additional items that are supplied by somebody else. Like, for example, if you're building a store on Amazon, you know, like those private stores, you can only put products which you ship yourself. And that limits you immediately. Like, for example, if you want to open a bookstore and recommend best books, well, you probably don't want to be engaged in shipping all of them. Maybe you're producing, or maybe you have some, but maybe there are other products that you want to combine with yours. So this is the solution.
This is exactly a question I have, because my own shop with, I don't know, 20 books, we will have a chat later on how we could move this into that system and add some other books of some friends or whatever. Another question. There's a microphone for you. No question? We have another shy New Zealand guy.
I'm very shy, I'm sorry. If I was building my own custom community front end, how easy would it be to integrate the shopping features you're building?
Well, here you can, there are some tools that are designed to show the community here as well. So, but if you're designing some custom user experience, it's very simple. You're just launching a website. It has URLs, and you can embed these URLs as frames or. So we support custom domains. So you can basically add like a third-level domain that you like, and prefix the functionality you want to show there. It's highly customizable.
Okay, some more questions. As being in business probably as long as you are, what is the business model for you behind it?
The reality is, I was thinking also in terms of like onboarding people to Hive. And this way is that the shop owner actually can make it profitable for themselves. So they're not only just taking like Hive rewards and distribute them, but they actually can bring a lot of new audience, and the new audience which is focused on a particular topic. Okay, so like camping or coffee lovers, or it can be a particular sport, it can be fashion, it can be beauty, it can be any hobby. So you can have a site which doesn't look scary. It's not about like, just, get your keys and censorship resistance. Like, no, you're just basically offering information about camping. It's very useful. It's easy accessible. It's just a regular website. But as people becoming more comfortable, they see that there are some posts, that these posts have some rewards. It may get people interested. We also offer guest accounts, so people don't necessarily need to start using it with a full, set of private keys. They can start with their just Google or Facebook account. They can earn some rewards. They can actually withdraw their earnings directly into Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hive, HBD. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I like the idea to have this as a secret onboarding system for community-driven shopping. Thank you. Cool idea.
Thank you.